A sequel to the original Top Gun Maverick picks up many years later with pilot Pete Maverick Mitchell, who is called back to the Top Gun flight program as a teacher to train a group of pilots for a dangerous mission. Among the pilots is Rooster, who is the son of Maverick's friend Goose, who died, in part, because of Maverick. Will this troubled relationship affect the mission? Not being a fan of the original Top Gun all too much, I didn't really think this film was something I needed to see initially. Then, word of mouth seemed to prove me wrong, with high-flying praise coming in all across the board. So I relented, and much to my surprise, I was blown away by what I was watching. Boasting impressive aerial stunts, a great performance by Tom Cruise, and a compelling relationship between him and Miles Teller, who plays Rooster, I believe Top Gun Maverick is actually better than the original Top Gun. It should be noted, however, I was obviously not around when the first film came out, so maybe it's a generational thing, but the first one didn't hook me as much when it came to the story. That's not at all to say I disliked it, as there are things here I liked that were present in the original, but it probably is something I needed to see when it was in theaters. Which does, admittedly, make me a little bit nervous if Top Gun Maverick will have the same rewatchability on a smaller screen as it does on a big screen. It's kind of similar to how Avatar didn't impress me because I saw it on a 2D home screen viewing. The point I'm trying to make is that some things work better in the theater. Tangent aside, what works with Top Gun Maverick? A lot. The characters are a lot of fun. Rooster has a lot going for him with his relationship with Maverick and trying to cope with his hatred and admiration for him at the same time. Hangman is fun as this cocky and self-indulgent pilot who has a rivalry with Rooster, similar to what Maverick and Iceman had in the original. And with that, despite the ailing health of Val Kilmer, he is given an important role in the film as Iceman. Probably the best scene in the film is when Maverick and Iceman meet up and have a conversation. It's mainly spoken through Tom Cruise because in real life Val Kilmer cannot speak. But Kilmer proves you don't need to speak to act. Acting can be also displayed through body movement, eye movement, even something as simple as smiling. It's a tremendously emotional scene for both the characters and the audience. And as for Tom Cruise, he's charismatic, reckless, and a riot to watch. Honestly, I've had a problem with a lot of Tom Cruise's characters where it seems like he's playing the same character, but here I can buy he's playing Pete Maverick Mitchell. The original portrayal was a little iffy for me, but in this film I can buy it for the most part. I think my favorite Tom Cruise role might be a toss-up between this and his leading role in the film Jerry Maguire. If you haven't seen that film, check it out, it's really good. But let's be honest, the real reason to see this film is not because of the characters, it's to see the flight sequences. Before the film started, Tom Cruise, as himself, thanks the audience for seeing this film in theaters, and passionately talks about the real-life planes that were used for the film. Without going all technical on the names, there were real planes used, but there were also a lot of visual effects. But the combination worked perfectly together, and in the end, it blended seamlessly to create impressive visuals and highly entertaining action. I walked out of Top Gun Maverick saying it was the best 80s film that wasn't made in the 80s. From the opening text, the theme music, the original musical notes, the sports game on the beach, the action, all the way down to the ending credits. In an era where we're obsessing with the 80s, this one feels more genuine and less in your face. With breathtaking visuals and a terrific ensemble of characters, I highly suggest you soar to the theaters to see Top Gun Maverick the way it was meant to be viewed, on a big screen. Thanks, this is an O.M.M review. This is O.M.M, signing out.